Glad to have you back. Now we are diving into the fascinating world of bead artistry. I have a soft spot for beads, jewelry. Our beads are more than just accessories. They are timeless possessions that tell stories of heritage, identity, and elegance. And joining us right now is Abimbo Balogun. She is the CEO of Bimbeads, and she is an ace bead jeweler. She'll be sharing insights on the prospect of bead making, the challenges in the industry, training opportunities for aspiring bead artisans, and of course, giving us a sneak peek into her upcoming exhibition, and that is the Timeless Possessions by Bimbeads. You're welcome.
Thank you.
So just give us a brief, just take us down how memory lane now. How did you get into the world of bead making?
Okay, let me start by saying I studied petroleum marketing, and all I wanted to do was to work in the oil and gas industry. So I worked in an oil and gas in an oil and gas company maybe for a year. Then I needed to start having my children. So while home, I felt, okay, how can I, make myself busy? So one day I saw, just like this, I saw an advert on TV, and I saw the lady was adorned from head to toe with beads everywhere, and I thought, okay, this looks like something that could, not for business, but to sanitize, like a therapy sort of, because at that time, I just wanted to get out of the house, and while nurturing my children, let me just while away my time, So I went for the course. And so there was someone else who was telling me that, who was trying to connect me into an oil and gas company. And he said, while he was praying for me, that the Lord said, there was something I went to learn, and that is where he wants me to be. I was like, how can that be? I read petroleum marketing, and you're telling me beads. And at that time, beads wearing like this, was plastic here and there. I said, I'm not even proud of it. I just want to while away my time, and why are you maybe you don't want to help me. And I didn't understand the way those things worked there, and I felt, I started, praying about it, and I felt it was a kind of peace, and while doing it, I started selling them. I wasn't meant to sell them. That was not the intention, just to create. And maybe myself and my babies just play around with it, And I started selling. I made my first sale at 5,000 naira. It was quite encouraging. And somebody else said, oh, I like this. And another sale, another sale, another sale. And that was how I started.
Wow. So, looking at it, how long ago was that?
That was 19 years ago.
19 years ago.
Yes.
So at what point, what was the turning point? At what point did you think, okay, it's looking like this is actually my line, this is actually my pathway, so let me pursue it and let me expand what I knew or what I learned?
Okay, apart from even, I love nature. I wanted to study geology. I love nature, I love trees, I didn't know about anything nature,
Right.
And so with time, I started getting introduced to the natural pearls, coral. Customers would say, I want coral. I couldn't afford to make coral for customers then. I'm talking about, And so they were encouraging me, but get corals. I want corals. And while working, there is something, there are things you cannot explain. There is this, like this is where I'm meant to be. I just knew it.
There was that conviction.
That conviction.
You just knew that, okay.
Even though I wasn't totally confident, because I didn't go to a proper school.
Okay.
I didn't know how to price my products. I didn't know how to. I learned in a hard way. There was a time I made a jewelry with seed beads. It lasted. I did it for like 4 days, and I said I was going to sell it for. I was telling my husband, I was going to say, this I'm going to sell it for 9,000 naira. That was a lot of money then. Like 9,000 naira. And saying, by the time they give you 3K now, you collect it. Oh my God. And I got to this woman, a renowned woman. And I showed her. I wasn't confident. I didn't know how to
market your
not
piece.
even market. I didn't if you just do big like this, I will just fall. I didn't know anything.
You were not.
You don't-
I was not
you don't have that
grounded.
heart, yeah.
You know, so she now said, okay, 4K, and I said, okay. She said, okay, let me have it. Guess what I did? Don't crucify me.
Okay.
I put this set of jewelry into a black nylon. You know when you want to buy salt in the market?
And then you just.
I just this salt, just put it in the nylon and just gave it to her. She just smiled. Apparently, she had just come back from the bank to deposit some of her jewelry, and she had this red velvet box. She brought it out from her bag, and she placed my jewelry on it.
Wow.
And
Right in front of you.
I saw the transformation. And she said, if you had told me this is 20K, I will not.
I won't price it.
I won't price it. If you had put it in a box
if you
like
had
this,
packaged it.
oh my
Packaging.
goodness, and that was it. Like I
was a
learned
turning
in a
point.
hard way. So I started learning, and I went to school. You know, the journey of this business is, let me call it, it's self-taught. You know, people coming. So there was this deeper life man. People really didn't reckon with him much in my complex. One day, I was the only one that was greeting him. He said, let me even see what I even selling safe. I said, I know you're not interested, you're a deeper life man. And he came in and said, all these things, they have many of these things in Thailand. They have gemstones in Thailand. I can introduce. I said, I don't know if you can. And that was it. And we pursued the visa, and I saw myself in Thailand.
Wow.
The moment I got into Thailand, it felt like I'd been there before. There was this peace. There was this like, oh, this is where I just want to be. Because the streets where I was, everywhere was gemstone. And every day I wake up, I looked forward to walking along that long street and just look. Each time I touched them, there was this resonance. There was this
That just
attraction.
came.
Like, no, this is, oh my God, God, you're so good. You know how beautiful gemstones are.
Okay, so
Be.
from what you're saying, I would like you to, like I said in my intro, I said beads tell stories.
Yes, absolutely.
And you have been in this field for more than 10 years now.
Yes.
So what are some of the stories that your creations have told?
Resilience, patience. I can tell you cannot be in this industry without learning the act of patience. You can do like 20 layers, very tiny bits, and your customer says, no, this is where I want the divider to be. You have to start all over again. There is nothing like, please, your wallet is too much. No,
You can't say that to a client.
Exactly. So patience, you know, and there is this connection. A lot happens when you're bidding. There is therapy. You know, if you have issues with anybody, as you are bidding, that thing is, because once you start, you want to see the end. So you don't remember all those things. It's like, it gives you
You're
solace.
pouring your soul into it.
Solace, comfort, you know, everything inside it, yeah.
Right. So, I mean, this is a journey for you, and I'm sure that if we asked you, you can probably every year there's a story to tell
Absolutely.
about this journey. And again, looking at where you started from and where you are today, you've talked about, you know, how you started traveling by chance to Thailand. And so if you look at what are the other challenges that, you know, you've seen and you learned on this journey?
Okay, locally, we have, I used to have very high rates of staff turnover, you know, because the industry is quite, I mean, easy entry and exit, you know. So anybody can come. Once they know one item, once the staff know a particular design, they believe that that is all that there is, you know, and they just leave. So that's, you know, Nigerian youths, I don't know, they don't want to just stay and
learn.
Learn, yes. Yeah. So that is one major aspect. I believe not me, but many of my colleagues. And I also have a challenge of materials. You know, when a customer wants a particular thing. I have seen somebody, you made this thing for one of my friends. I want it, and it's no longer there.
Right.
I probably got it outside the country, and now
you can't expect me to travel because of that.
And even order you don't order one item.
Yeah,
A
you have
lot.
to be bulk.
Yes. So you're now, when you weigh your, chances, like, does it really worth it? So that particular one can go. So it's a challenge for me.
Does that affect the business?
Absolutely, yeah.
Right. Okay, so because again, in terms of referrals and all of that, people can't get the same or the exact bids that you've done for someone. Does that, create a bad impression for your business, or do people understand that, well, I mean, she can't get that bid anymore, so we'll probably have to choose something else?
Okay, so what I preach now is one of a kind. So I deliver happiness by crafting one of a kind jewelry for exceptional women like you. So when I'm saying one of a kind, it means that you're not likely to see it again.
True.
So when you are bringing me a design that I can find, you're lucky. If you're bringing me a design that I cannot find, I will tell you, why can't I create something
else for
that is
you.
uniquely for you, that will tell your own story? So that's how I get by.
Okay,
That's a
absolutely.
beautiful concept. Now let's talk about pearls.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love pearls.
Love
So
pearls
how are
too.
pearls formed?
Okay. Nature is so brilliant. Nature is intelligent. Pearls are formed. Oyster. Oyster have their shapes like this. One of the
The seashells.
yes, the seashells. So when there is an invader, maybe like maybe a particle, this invader is not like it's directly, it just wants to enter into the oyster, but to the oyster you are an invader. So by a defense mechanism, this oyster
Will just lock up
coats
and-
these
yeah.
particles with a fluid called nacre, and it starts to form this fluid all around this particle, layers upon layers of it for many years. And that particle that is rounded or layered by this fluid is pearl.
Okay.
So pearl is a process of protection by the mother to protect itself from any danger. So by wearing your pearl, metaphorically, we say you're wearing protection from the mother. So you can also say you're from harm to treasure, from innocence of the particle to treasure, to
Right.
beauty,
Right.
And imagine this, that oyster doesn't have to coat, there's no invader into it.
Yeah, so
there
nothing
will
is going to
never be
happen.
pearls.
Right.
So by having your pearls on, it's radiance, it's protection, it's nature.
Isn't nature so
Yes,
beautiful?
nature is beautiful. And I want to say this, that, so and it's also like a feminine energy, women
Radiating
love
just
to,
to
yeah,
look right.
yes. And by wearing your pearls, it tells a lot of story. That is why pearls are recommended for brides, because there is no one that can take that glory from any bride. If you have a pearl on, that's, you stand out, no matter how, I don't know if there's any ugly, there's no ugly bride.
Right.
You stand out. So that God has placed that glory on pearls, natural pearls.
Natural pearls. Okay, so you have a program coming up.
Absolutely.
And of course, I know that this program for you is also very important, and one that, of course, is more or less like, okay, this is me. I want people to come and see me. Also tell the story of how you started and where you are at the moment. So to tell us, what is this program really all about, and how did you come about that timeless possessions? So what is the story behind the program?
Okay. When I got married, I had a piece of coral on and my gold sets, and I asked my mom. The thing was just my mom said a mother gave her, and she said that it's from her grandmother. Yeah,
So it's a
Yeah.
generational thing.
For me, I believe that is how jewelry should be. Generational, timeless. When I have something,
You can pass it on.
yes, I should be able to pass it on. So timeless possession is all about, those jewelry, your heirlooms, where you can pass on to your children, to your great-grandchildren, and a platform where you find everything from a wedding as a celebrant, a party guest, maybe corporate, your everyday wear, everything under a roof, at Radisson Blue. On the 3rd and 4th of October, come in and get something that is timeless. Something must resonate with you.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
find
these
your
things
coral.
that you're bringing, are they things that did you make them
Yourself.
particularly for these exhibition or for this program, or there's some pieces that you've had for many years?
I made many of them, for this event.
Okay.
And there are also various sets that I've had that I have not unveiled.
Okay.
I felt I need that special event to unveil them.
Okay.
And yeah.
This is the time.
This is the time.
When people now start hearing timeless treasure, you'd now want to ask, is it affordable?
Well, affordable is relative.
Relative, yeah.
If I say something is affordable, somebody said, I want a piece of earring from to complement a jewelry I bought. And I gave her, I made it, she liked it. But the moment I said how much, when I told her the price, I said, how can I wear this kind of thing for my daughter's wedding? It's too cheap.
Oh, wow.
You see? And somebody else said, it's too expensive. So what is the right price? But I want people to know that just like people buy an art for $1 million in the US, and the brushes are not that they are expensive. Because I used to paint. The paints, the colors are still normal colors. Even the board they use is still normal. And the money will paint for maybe like 2 weeks or 1 day or 1 hour, and it's selling for $500, $1,000 and things like that. And people ask,
what is special about it?
No, the question is,
why is it that expensive?
tell me the overhead.
The production cost.
Exactly. See, it's an art. Nigerians should begin to understand what is art. It's an art. Jewelry is an art. To come up, I think as much as this looks very simple, I've had these pearls for many years. I didn't know what to do. I just put them on the table, and I just sit down like this. I need inspiration. Then I said, oh, these flat pearls, I could actually lay them on a plate and have this design. So who can actually cost the time that you put, that your soul, your heart, your love, yeah, you can't.
Right.
So
it's
it's
priceless.
priceless, actually.
It is priceless, actually. So, of course, the 2 days the program that you have, and people are expected to come in and buy your pieces at this event. But then, do they need to pre-register, or do they need to how would you gain access into that event?
Now you don't even need to register. Just come.
Just come.
Now just come.
Okay.
And one thing I need to let the people know that is one of a kind. If you come on time, you find what you want. So don't say, I saw one that during the interview. It's just one.
You might not find. If I know that you might not find, you won't find.
I want you to stand out. I want you to be the only one wearing that piece.
Okay.
So come on time. And it's also about supporting Made in Nigeria. It's not just about me. It's about the economy of this thing. It's about, it's about celebrating Nigerian artisans and Nigerian jewelers.
Okay.
So it's now an opportunity, please, to come and support me.
Will you be the only one exhibiting there?
I have a few friends who are doing ready to wear, so I just want to, I'll call them to
complement the way you get it.
So if you buy a bead, you can also buy ready to wear.
To complement it. Oh, interesting conversation we've had here. Talking about timeless possessions by Bimbeads, like I said again, Bimbeads, yeah. Thank you so much, Abimbo Balogun, CEO Bimbeads and Ace Bead Jeweler, for sharing your story with us, and of course your success stories as well you have shared with us. Thank you again. for your time.
Thank you.
So
Sorry,
come-
before we
okay.
go, do you take students? Do you?
Yeah.
do you
Absolutely,
teach?
yes. That's part of my core. Yeah, we train.
Okay.
Yes, and we do online. We do
On-site as well.
on-site.
Okay.
Yes, you know, women, youths. In fact, that's from next year. You hear Bimbeads everywhere. I want to go all the 36 states of this
Of the
country.
country.
It's very important.
Okay,
We need to
alright.
get those people off the streets. Yeah, let them in and be empowered.
Right.
Thank you so much, and we wish you the very best.
Thank you.
The conversation continues shortly. Stay with us.